monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. A road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling his or never getting bored. Loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, lost away inside with the key control by fight or flight. And this world ain't bright, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. You realize deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dance. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Real lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. out there somewhere, I swear I could find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. It lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase it? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Hey, yo, everybody. Welcome to The Late Show, Season 3, Episode 3, with special guest Shawn Graham Bass. Shawn, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, man? To the show.
Hey,
Welcome
thank
to
you
the
for
show,
inviting me.
Shawn. Definitely. Oh, and for everybody, like I said last week, how we did it with Chaos, Same thing. We going pop culture. We ain't talking. Everybody gets their fill of paranormal stuff during the week. We gonna touch it. We gonna talk about all the pop culture stuff that happens during the week, especially some of these castings that people are talking about. But first, we have to do roll call and little housekeeping first. So everybody, there's an individual in chat right now. So I want you guys to say happy birthday to this person. Scorpion's birthday today, everybody. Everybody say happy birthday to Scorpion. I know that person that probably is embarrassed like hell right now, but it's their birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. If you
If you'd have came into the job, I would have gave you a free ribeye.
Okay, so we got roll call real quick. All right, so we got Hazes, Bama, Stacy Thrasher, Dina P, Sly Dog, Mr. G, Chica, Miss Sue, Miss Arlene, how you doing? Bama, I think we said Bama. Who else we got in here? Say Curtis Hyatt. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Mr. G. Hey, Mr. G Music. Listen, I may be from New York, right? But my roots are from Alabama, so I do have that southern. I am polite. So, no, I didn't mean any offense by calling you sir, though. Who else? I'm D Worm. What's going on? If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. All right. So what's going on, Shawn G? How you been, bro?
Just doing it day by day, man.
Yeah, dude. So what we gonna touch on everything? Cause we're gonna touch on movies. We gonna touch, especially this trailer I just saw earlier this morning before I went to work. Sitting there watching, I'm like, matter of fact, let's touch on. Have you guys seen this trailer for this movie called Imagine or Imaginary?
Nope.
No. All right. So the premise is that this woman moves into this house with her. I guess she's their stepmom or whatever, right? And she used to live there back in the day when she was little, and apparently the little girl.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
The little girl develops an imaginary friend, right? And they think it's all bull. But it turns out like the teddy bear is like possessed or some wild shit, and it's like dragging this girl to like another parallel universe. It looked crazy as hell. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I know what you're talking about, but if you follow the trailer a little deeper, she used to live in that house. That imaginary friend that the little girl has now was the older woman's imaginary friend. And he, the spirit or whatever it is mad that their original girl left.
Yeah, it looks like a really good movie.
Well, I don't like possessed teddy bears anyway.
One part of the trailer, it looked like there was a shadow person because she said he's standing behind you, and then like the camera cuts into like a shadow person standing behind this woman. But it does look really good. Now, so one of the controversial, Shawn G, I know you heard about this. One of the controversial, I guess, castings that they're talking about right now is for Dr. Doom. No, for Reed Richards, which I think they need to just leave Fantastic Four alone for a while. But they want Pedro Pascal to play Reed Richards. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Pedro. Go ahead.
They never really did anything with the Fantastic Four other than just cheesy movies. You know, they never really paid it homage to what it is. You know?
Yeah,
it was just always cheesy. You're like, oh man, all right, cool. Right. It was a decent movie, but not great.
I can't see him fitting. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Pedro, but I think for one he was just in like the beginning of this year and last year he was in fucking everything. Sorry, people, it's 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday. I'm cursing, but he was in everything like last year and this year, and
a little oversaturated.
Yeah. Now I think he would be a better. Now they want Mads Mikkelsen is apparently in the running to play Doom. But I'd like to also see Pedro Pascal play Doom. I think that would be pretty good. But like I said, if it's
I'm
true,
going with Mads.
Marvel really hasn't been. They've been really good with their castings. I'll say that, even though the Marvel
But,
Cinematic
but
Universe is
you know what?
floundering.
The whole crazy part about Marvel is right now they're basically dumping their whole Kang like storyline, and they're going to Doctor Doom. Like they're dumping that whole storyline.
Listen, you know they're in trouble because they said they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans.
Bring back all the original Avengers.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, come on, guys. There's a lot more. Give us the Young Avengers. Give us I mean, damn, you guys
I
got
would
like
like to see a
40,
new
50
Ghost
year
Rider movie.
comic books.
Dude, a new Ghost Rider movie. Midnight Suns.
Yeah.
They're not going to
Is
give
that
us a
coming
Ghost
out?
Rider movie. They're not going to give us a Ghost Rider movie until they make Blade, and Blade's been in development hell for the last year and a half, 2 years.
Well, quote unquote, is supposed to start filming in January of 2024. So, like a month and a half, it's supposed to start filming.
Who's going to be
It's
Blade?
supposed to be an R rating. So
It's Marsala Ali. So
Mhm.
did you watch Luke Cage?
No.
All right. Okay. Adrian Brody's Predators.
Yeah, I did that.
He was the guy,
The African guy.
the African dude from the Congo. That's Marsala Ali. That's who's going to be playing the new Blade. And I think it's a strong casting. I mean, I think he can pull it off. That shit better be written right. I mean, and plus apparently,
I see it
plus,
is now. Yeah.
plus apparently, like Deadpool's like the only movie slated to come out for Marvel next year. I think.
Yeah, they stopped everything. They literally said Deadpool is the only movie coming out in 2024 because look what they're doing with Deadpool. They're bringing in so many cameos from so many different like universes. It's ridiculous. Like there's supposed to be like 3 or 4 different Wolverines, a couple of different Deadpools. They're supposed to bring in Dog Deadpool.
Really?
I think Halle Berry. Yeah, Halle Berry signed on to come back as Storm. Freaking what's it? Channing Tatum. He's got a little role in there as Gambit.
So
like, I really believe that movie is leaning towards the whole Deadpool kills Marvel.
Marvel needs to get their shit together because they're slipping. Now,
wait, hold on. I got a reboot for you that they're redoing. I'm not too sure how I feel about it.
what?
They are going to reboot People Under the Stairs.
I saw that with Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Sean, did you ever see the original, Sean?
People Under the Stairs? No, I haven't.
Dude, it's creepy as shit, to be honest with you. But generally the story about People Under the Stairs is this weird, I think they ended up being like brother and sister or some shit in that story, right? But it's a Stephen King story. It's a Stephen King story that was turned into a movie. And I think they were brother and sister. They end up taking like vagrant kids and shit like that and keeping them under the house and like this weird ass basement and stuff. It's a really weird movie. Definitely made me not want to go in abandoned houses when I was a little kid. But with Jordan Peele directing it, or is he directing it or producing it?
I think he's attached to it somehow. I don't think he's going to be directing it though. I think it's his production company that's going to be doing it. With Bloomhouse.
See, I can get behind him producing something like that. Directing, not so much, because you guys all know how I feel about that movie. Nope.
Still haven't seen it.
Nope.
Is it as bad as Jeepers Creepers Reborn?
No, listen, hear me out. The movie Nope is good until maybe like the last 5 to 10 minutes of it, in my opinion. Because I get what he was trying to get. I get the premise he was trying to get across there. Like, there's always been stuff in our skies and lurking and everything like that. But the way they did the thing at the end, it reminded me too much of a big ass kite. You know, kite. You guys don't think I'm like fucking throwing out a slur or something like that, but it. So I don't know, and I seen any other Jordan Peele shit? I've seen only half of Get Out, which I heard was really good, but
He did the remake of Candyman also, I believe.
I refuse to watch any sort of Candyman movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched that, even though it did look pretty good, but I'm not watching it.
No, hell no.
I watched the first one. I didn't watch any others after that. It's been a long time since I've seen the first one of those.
All right. So speaking on Candyman, Sean, what's a movie that you saw and was like it really freaked you out?
That really freaked me out.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, that doesn't matter the time, man.
Somebody's
seen
it. We asked Chaos's butt the same thing last week. What any movie you've seen throughout your life that was like, holy shit, I shouldn't have watched this, or like it really scared the hell out of you.
Let's see. What was that one where Mars comes and attacks the world? It was a 50s movie. Then they remade it and again. But when I was a little kid, I forgot what the hell the name of that movie is. But it scared the living bejesus out of me. I thought there were Martians coming from all over the place.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, yes, absolutely. That just freaked me out when I was a little kid. I have not been freaked out since to that factor.
I like that. Not to say I like you being scared as a little kid, but I like that whole War of the Worlds thing because okay, yeah, whatever. But the whole War of the Worlds thing, right?
I bought the original. Well, it was the original, but audio, but it was on CD form, like with the commercials and everything.
So
cool.
The whole War of the Worlds thing, right, is probably one of the most interesting things within, like, I'd say in pop culture ever, with the effect that something can have on people. Because remember, the first War of the Worlds broadcast was a radio broadcast in like what, the 20s, the 30s.
Yep, and it freaked out a lot of people.
Yeah, because they were really creative the way they did that shit, because they broke into that they were doing a broadcast. I think it was like the Lone Ranger. I don't remember what the hell it was, but they kept breaking in with these random news breaks about something landing in
New Jersey,
Grover's Mills, New Jersey, right? And then they go back to the cowboy story, and then they break in again, and then break out. And by the time the shit was said and done, because they had people doing sound effects where like people were getting shot with laser beams and fried and making all kinds of crazy noises over the radio, right? So by the time they got done with it, and and they revealed that it was story, everybody had left their houses already. There were people shooting at water towers, people jumping off of buildings. It was the wild, like, you if you read up on that, it's probably one of the wildest things you'll ever read about. Like Orson Welles, he felt so one dude lost a pair of shoes or something like that, and he wrote Orson Welles about that shit. And Orson Welles felt so bad that he bought the man a new pair of shoes. That is probably one of the best.
It'd be interesting to see if you could find the original radio error. Somebody actually recorded it.
Oh, dude, you can find that. They have it all the time. I used to have it on.
Shawn G, that's what I had. I had that audio that from the Lone Ranger show where it was skipping in. Truth, you remember that where I bought the CD at FYE. It was like the entire story.
Back when FYE used to exist.
Cool. Like it was the original show with them breaking in, then going back to the show, like the whole thing.
I remember because they had it on sale. They had that shit on sale around like the Halloween time, and when you had got it during Halloween, we were listening.
Yeah, I think I got it for like $3.99.
But like,
cheap like that.
Yeah, that I'd say that was probably one of the greatest hoaxes that ever pulled. Media hoax ever pulled on people, because like I said, by the time that shit was said and done, people were like out of their houses in full on panic mode. Could you imagine like a broadcast doing something like that nowadays? I don't know if it will work unless you're using that like Unreal Engine, and that Unreal Engine is absolutely ridiculous. Speaking of Unreal, did you see Snoop and his son are starting a video game, a video game development company?
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, and apparently, Snoop quit smoking. Is this true?
I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, he's done. He's done with the grass, man.
Why? What happened?
I mean, that probably got scared with some lung issues.
Yeah, probably. But what happens to his rolling, the woman who rolled his blunts? Wasn't he paying her like $50,000 a year or some shit? What's she gonna do now?
You know what an Apple charger
Hold
is?
on. 1 second.
I don't know what she's gonna do. She's gonna have to find another star that likes to smoke a lot.
But it's like, no, I'm sure he's gonna have some other position for her in the organization. But I mean, damn, that was an easy $50K a year, pretty much. All you gotta do is sit there and roll blunts all day. But I wonder,
you know how much she has to roll a day. You got to look into the stories, man.
I read the stories about Snoop. I heard people talk about what they do with him. Hey, what's up, Chica? How you doing? Welcome. Hey, Chica, say hi.
Chica.
For all you guys who just came in and whatnot, please do say happy birthday to Scorpion. Today is Scorpion's birthday.
How old is he?
Not going to reveal that. No, that's not my place. Bama, that is a good question, bro.
They are 48 years old today.
48? They're not 48.
You're supposed to go along with it, man.
Oh,
damn, you could, man.
No, they're not 48. Like 45. What? All right. So let's get here. So, all right. These headphones have no fucking medium balance. All right. What did it say? I saw a notification now that someone sent me a friend request. Is that duty bird? It possibly is. Yes, it is. It probably. Yeah, I'm seeing the link up here in chat. Yes, it is. Miss Arlene, how you doing? All right. So now, Sean, you spent some time away from work. Have you caught up on any movies or on any movies? You just been chilling.
I've
Because
just been chilling, man. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I had to. A lot of stuff has changed in my personal life. My mother moved in with me, so it's changed to, taking care of her a little bit versus anything else. So,
Nice.
yeah, reconnect with my mother after so many years.
Well, that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually quite. You into any anime or anything like that?
Dragon Ball Z was about the only thing I really watched of anime.
So, speaking of Dragon Ball, dude, yo, look,
How did I know you were gonna do it?
Listen, Timu. Listen, guys. The packaging and handling the packaging and wrapping it. There could be some left. It needs some work. I'll tell you that. But where is it? Like this one work.
And that would be hilarious if he just fell over ass over tea kettle.
Yeah, whatever. Like this dude, I just got him off Temu for like $13.
Wow.
Right. You remember the Majin saga when Vegeta blew himself up? That one was that one was like that was only like $12. But hell yeah, dude, this Temu site is awesome. And,
I've got hooked on that thing. I've got like 2 packages sitting at the post office right now waiting for me.
This is awesome, and like I got some lightsabers too. And
I saw those bad boys. Those look nice.
It was I am such a big kid. I'll tell you this because me and my coworker, the first day I got him, I brought him to work and we showed each other. We were like messing with him in the living room while when everybody went to bed, and we actually like sat there and choreographed like a 5-move fight scene. Yo, those actors who choreograph these lightsaber fight scenes, that shit's no joke. Like we were sweating after like 5 moves. I was tired. Did you get to see the Timothy Alberino video from Peru? I have got a chance to watch some of it. I have not got a chance to watch all of it, but I am off tomorrow, so I'm going to make an effort to watch a few things. Yeah, dude. As you guys can see, I'm a huge ass kid. Look at the stuff behind me. Like I got Dragon Ball, Deadpool, superheroes, a shelf only for Red Hood. Yes, only Red Hood.
Which that's not even the remote control cars.
Oh yeah, I got remote control cars. I got 2 or 3 bodies up there, some damn way.
You got in his living room. He has a shelf full of remote control cars.
Don't judge me. Listen.
You need to find my drone.
I know where your drone is.
Yeah, the remote and the batteries also.
Listen, there's a helicopter up there.
Drone, dude.
There's a helicopter up there some damn way.
All right. Now I got a question for Sean. Sean, you've been watching wrestling for a long time?
I watched it when I was in my teen years. I haven't been watching it since.
All right. So while you were in your teens, who was your favorite?
Let's see. The 4 Horsemen.
Which ones though? Because there's variations. I think there's like 3 or 4 variations. Send me a DBZ character.
Well, let's see. I've got to look them up now. It's been so long, man. You're tapping a memory I hadn't pulled the threads of that in a while, man. Let's see, 4 Horsemen.
And
Porunga.
do
That's
you believe that Dusty Rhodes is one of the top 5 Mike guys of all time?
Dusty Rhodes. Yeah.
Yeah. You got Ric Flair. Rick
Barry
Flair,
Windham.
Barry Windham.
Windham.
Yeah.
Yep. Ric Flair, Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, and then Mongo McMichaels. He switched out with somebody else. I was in there before him. I can't remember the other guy.
Don't know. 4 Horsemen versus Dusty Rhodes. What in the hell? When did this happen? The King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler. I ain't heard that name in a while.
Oh yeah, he's still cranking.
Oh, yes?
I haven't seen it. Oh yeah, he's still alive. Matter of fact, I think is he announcing for TNA?
Who?
I know Jerry Lawler. I know
Lawler.
Jim Ross just left AEW. Stone Cold Hand. Okay, Bama, we'll go down that route here. All right, so for Mike guys,
Type 5 Mike guys. Top 5 Mike.
Who's going Mike guys? He's got Stone Cold. He's got Stone Cold in there, right? Ric Flair, the Andersons, Lex Luger.
Jimmy Snuka was a good one.
All right, so Mike
Superfly.
guys, right? I was never really a fan of Hogan on the mic. All that brother shit.
Wait, somebody just said Hogan on the mic?
No, I said Hogan on the mic.
Okay.
I said I wasn't a fan of Hogan on the mic. And Bama, the character you sent me, that's the Namekian dragon. Porunga. Yeah, that's how you pronounce that, I believe. But, all right, so Mike guys. All right, so here's my 5, right? We're going to go with Ric Flair, hands down. Andre the Giant. What the heck? Hey, Mischievous, how you doing?
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
Mischievous said Andre the Giant. But Ric Flair, right? Stone Cold's in there. All right. Now, Dusty Rhodes is in my top 5. Chris Jericho. Yeah, and not a lot of guys kill it on the mic. They don't give a lot of people free range to do what they want.
I'm surprised you didn't say The Rock.
I was thinking, but no, I'm over The Rock.
He wasn't around much as soon as his movie career took off. He got out of wrestling real quick.
Well, I think you'll be seeing him a little. Did that movie strike? That movie strike thing end? The writers, because if that ended, you'll be seeing. Him back
everything's back in production, so I'm pretty sure it ended. I haven't seen any news about it, but
so yeah,
like Mortal Kombat 2 just started Mortal Kombat 2 just started filming again. They're back to talking about movies that are going to be coming out.
Mortal Kombat just started filming. They haven't started. They never started yet. They just started filming part 2, which Carl Urban and Johnny Cage better be a main center character in that movie. Get rid of Cole Young or whatever the hell his name was. He makes no importance.
Please kill him off. Please kill him off in the first 5 minutes.
Get rid of him. bring Johnny Cage. You got Johnny Cage coming. Make him a integral character, and then you got Curtis Stryker, Nightwolf. Like you got the dude. Ken, I think his name was Kenji. Was it Kenji? The blind guy, the blind psychic guy with the sword. Can't think.
Yeah,
I think
Kenji.
I'm getting it wrong. Yeah, him. Like, there's tons. I know Quan Chi's supposed to be a character in this movie. Quan Chi, Shao Kahn, which they're casting for Shao Kahn. It's that big dude. I can't think of his damn name. Martin something. I think his name is. I can't.
Put
Yeah,
it
I
to you
can't
like
remember.
this: he's a big bald dude with tattoos that go up to the side of his ears. Can't
Yeah,
think of his name.
there's something Martin.
Huge.
Yeah, he's
He,
going to
he
be
was in
Shao
the
Kahn.
Undisputed 3 with Scott Atkins.
See, I haven't watched any Undisputed, right? That's the ones that started out with Ving Rhames and Wesley Snipes, right? Boxing in
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't
No,
think
I
I've
haven't
seen that
seen
one.
part. Oh, dude, that was a good one. Um, so I'll do a little premise for that one. Ving Rhames is the heavyweight champion of the world who gets sent to prison, and there's a underground. There's like a prison boxing world that takes place down there. And apparently, Wesley Snipes' character is undefeated, like never been beaten. And so is Ving Rhames' character.
And
So Ving Rhames,
and he was semi-pro before he went to prison.
yeah, yeah. So they ended up boxing and shit in the jail. It's a pretty good movie, really pretty. Yeah, I'd say. I don't think it was good enough to warrant a part 2 or a part 3, but hey,
Well, part 3 dealt with more martial arts. You know what I'm saying?
Jake the Snake was good on. Jake the Snake was good on the mic. Yeah.
I don't know if he's top 5 good.
No, like legit. The only true person I think was truly blessed on that mic was Mr. Ric Flair. That's it. That's it. Can't nobody top Ric Flair. I know that weirdo in Impact Wrestling, Jay Lethal or whatever his name is. I know he tried to like copy Ric Flair for a while, and he copied Macho Man. No,
Dude, go back and listen to the old Dusty stuff, man.
what do you think I'd be doing on Instagram? Dusty
Go
Road,
back and listen to the
Dusty,
old Dusty.
Dusty Rhodes videos, and Ric Flair videos. That's what I'd be watching on Instagram. That's how I spend my Instagram time. You were 6 foot at 6 foot at 12, dude. Me that nah. G Music put he was 6 foot at 12. I believe it because me and Bass were like 13 years old with full on mustaches, and we were playing in like Little League, Summer League, and people were like, "Yo, what the hell are those teenagers doing here?" Like, nah, they just turned 13, man. Road Dog from New Age Outlaws. See, Bama, no, no, no. All right. We'll do. I want to ask you guys. I'm gonna ask chat. I'm gonna ask Sean this. This question goes to Sean. This question goes to Bass, and people in chat if you want to answer it. So, if you're familiar with wrestling, right? What is a dream match that you would want to see that has never happened?
A dream match.
From any era.
Like you put two wrestlers together. Like you could take Bruno Sammartino and put him against like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I like who was that? The Shake. Remember that guy? The had the camel clutch as a.
The Iron Sheik.
Yeah, Iron Sheik. I kind of like that character. Uh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Get him
they
in his best wiliest shape that he's ever been in, and then put him up against maybe Stone Cold. See what happens.
that would be
You know
pretty
those two
interesting.
characters.
Ric Flair, All right, so G Music says Ric Flair and Dory Funk Jr. both in their prime. I like it. Oh, AJ Styles versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I like that one. Did the Undertaker ever wrestle Andre the Giant? No, I don't think they did because Undertaker came around in what 91, and I think Andre was on his way out
Yeah,
by then.
91, 92.
And I think Andre was on his way out by then. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels in their prime versus Rock and Cena. Hmm. Bret Hart and Shawn
No,
Michaels in their prime versus
I would
Rock.
I would take The Rock out, and I would. No, hold on. I would take John Cena out and put Stone Cold in because Stone Cold actually had some heat with Bret Hart back in the mid '90s for the
Well,
IC belt.
he had heat with Hart. He had heat with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Because remember, he won
Mhm.
his first championship from Shawn Michaels with the whole Mike Tyson turncoat playing like Mike Tyson played like a triple, double, quadruple agent or whatever the hell he tried to pull off.
Mhm.
Bret Hart. See,
Goldberg versus Andre the Giant. Size comparison. I would like to see Brock Lesnar versus Andre the Giant.
I, mm, all right, so Goldberg versus Andre the Giant. I don't see that one because apparently Goldberg is like one of the most unsafe dudes in professional wrestling, according to Bret Hart. So I don't think they would put Andre the Giant in that kind of risk. But then again, Andre the Giant's hand was probably the size of Goldberg's chest. So who knows? A shot match. Listen, it could be whatever kind of match you want. Listen, I'm gonna go with. Hmm. You know what?
Cage free for all.
What?
A cage match free for all. You know, no holds barred.
Yeah, I could go with that. You know what? Match
Roddy
I'd like
Piper.
to
Now
see.
that was a character. Yeah, there you go. Roddy Piper was a character. I like that fella.
Is he top 5 though?
Oh, top 5. Hell yeah. I totally forgot about Roddy Piper. Hell yeah.
top 5?
Yeah,
Yes.
he had stage presence. He had a good one. A good one.
Don Morocco and Papa Pump. Ooh. Bret Hart. Blah, 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 blah. The question is it a real match or a fake one? Well, if you're taking to Mr. G, listen, we're in the impromptu bubble where anything can happen. You feel me? So if you want a match to go down, it's gonna go down. So if we want to put like Hulk Hogan in a razor match with Mick Foley, that's what we're gonna do. But it would have to be Hollywood Hogan though. I like Hollywood Hogan way better than the other versions of Hulk Hogan.
Didn't he go around for a little while when he dyed his hair black?
He
Hogan
dyed
Yeah,
his
did
hair
for a little
he
bit.
still had the blonde handlebar
or the
mustache,
beard.
but he dyed everything else black.
Yeah, I
NW
think
Wood.
so. I think so.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was in like the
Yeah,
mid to late 90s.
he came out.
that was
Jimi
right
Hendrix
before he
voodoo
hurt his back
child.
real bad. I think.
Well, yeah, man.
You know
There's
what?
tales that like he is originally supposed to be like 6'7", but now he's like 6'3" because of dropping that leg for Hulk Hogan for dropping that leg for so many years. It compacted his spine. Like he has arms like he's 6'7", like the length of his arms, but he's 6'3" because the spine compressed.
Oh, he's got those monkey arms.
Yeah.
Who did I just saw I just saw a match somebody had posted up in there. Where the hell is it?
Would Roddy take Brock? No.
No, that Roddy Piper wouldn't have, no. Okay, yeah. So Mr. G said Kurt Angle for real versus The Rock. You know, I'd like to see a Kurt Angle in his prime versus a
Ken Shamrock.
or no. I'm going to change it. A Brock Lesnar versus a Ken Shamrock in his prime. Or
So
like
Brock Lesnar in his prime of UFC versus Ken Shamrock in his prime of WWE UFC.
You got to go with Brock on that one just for the size. I mean, I think would Brock would be a heavyweight. Would Ken be a light heavyweight?
Dude, Ken Shamrock was a big dude. He was probably Ken Shamrock is, I think he was like 250, dude.
No, he wasn't.
I'll be right back.
No, he was not. Ken Shamrock was not no 250 when he was wrestling. I call bullshit on that one. All right, I'm more interested in Shaolin monks against martial arts folks. Oh, so Duty Bird, back in the early 2000s, do you guys remember Spike TV? I think it was called Spike TV. They had a show on there that you might remember. It was called Deadliest Warrior. Do you guys ever remember watching that show?
Vaguely.
So what they would do is they would run a computer program and do like 1,000 battles between certain groups of fighters. So they did like Spetsnaz versus I think Navy SEALs or some shit like that. They did Zulu Warriors versus Apaches. Like they did battles like that, and they ran it through a simulation in a computer system, and they would tell you the way they ran it is the simulation would tell you who won out the most, right? So what they would do after they did ran out the simulation, they would have experts come and demonstrate the weapons that particular group would use. So like they would have like a Zulu like a Zulu warrior. They would have somebody who knew about those weapons come and show them how those weapons were used and everything like that. If you had a Spetsnaz guy, they would show you what weapons were used and shit like that. So they would do the simulation, show you. I got it backwards. They would show you the weapon, name them, show you the weapons, do the simulation, and then they would do a quote unquote live action battle where they like the two would fight it out, and they played it out how the simulation would played out in the computer program.
Like,
Really
you might get ninjas versus pirates. Like,
yeah, it was like really random shit.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, Ed, you might be.
you can probably still find out. It was a great show.
Yeah, it's called Deadliest Warrior. You might be able to find it on YouTube, honestly. What was that show about that Keith actor
Alright.
played
So
played
hold on.
Monk?
Ken Shamrock's fighting weight in the UFC was 212 at heavyweight.
So what would Brock be? Brock would be what, a super heavyweight? Because Brock's like 260, 270, if not more. He was a heavyweight champion in UFC. Oh yeah, blah blah. He was 6'3", 20 years ago when I seen him at the hospital. Miss Stacy saw him. He was 6'3", 20 years ago at the hospital. Oh, I could take Hulk Hogan. He had better wrestling moves than Hulk Hogan too. Listen,
The heaviest you could be for heavyweight in the UFC is 266 pounds.
For heavyweight, so they have to have a super heavyweight category, right? Because they have that dude.
They do have that classification, but it's not. I'm reading it right now. They do have that classification, but it's not sanctioned in the UFC.
So like that dude
in the UFC is 266 pounds.
That big dude that Bobby Lashley knocked out. What the hell is his name? He was in The Longest Yard.
Bob Sapp.
Yeah, Bob Sapp. So Bob Sapp's a fighter. So he couldn't fight for UFC.
He doesn't fight in the UFC
because he's so big.
Too big.
I wonder why they.
According to what I'm reading, don't get me wrong, I might be mistaken. I'm not really a big UFC watcher, but according to what I'm reading, that's what it says. What is the heaviest you can be in UFC? 266 pounds.
Hulk Hogan has had 11 back surgeries. Hell, man, I need just one.
Dropping that leg for freaking 30. Dropping that leg for 35 years.
Listen, he's the one that said he only had like 3 moves. He had what? That big boot, a fist, a boot, and a leg drop, and he sold that shit. How big was Kimbo? How big? He did fight. He would have been in the heavyweight class. I think he might have been in like 220, 230. Bob was in Pride fighting. David Carradine, or was it Brother Keith? What's that going on? What happened to you? But Hogan did more in New Japan Wrestling. Yes, Bama. You've seen. I think I've sent that video to a few people, where Hogan was doing like toe drops and backflips and all kinds of shit over in New Japan Wrestling. Why? Because those people expect a lot more out of you. Like the wrestling in Japan is like it's like the drifting. It's like the drift culture over there. It's sacred.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. What happened to you? You drop out?
I don't know what the hell just happened. Like my whole shit just reset. Not my whole shit, but like it kicked me out.
Pump another quarter. Pump another quarter into the machine.
I'm paying that premium. Don't you worry. I'm paying that premium. Don't you worry about that.
I forgot about the Batista. Was in wrestling for a while.
Oh, Dave Batista?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave Batista is. I I want to catch it. I want to watch his new movie, Knock at the Cabin Door,
Good movie.
because to me, a dude the size of Dave Bautista being like some kind of religious zealot, that's actually kind of creepy. And I will watch that movie. But the role I want Dave Bautista in next, because he said he's done with Drax, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, I think so.
So the role I want to see Dave Bautista in next is one that he has demanded from Warner Brothers. He went in and sat down and said, "Yo, when you guys do this movie, I am this character." I think I mentioned it last week. Dave Bautista is the perfect individual to play Bane in the new DC cinematic universe underneath James Gunn.
Ooh.
Perfect casting for it. Plus, he's already got a relationship with James Gunn from working on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he'd be pretty cool with that. Who's going to play the Batman then?
See, that's still up in. They haven't decided yet. All they've decided on right now is that
Scott Adkins. Get Scott Adkins.
Yeah, all they've decided right now is who their Superman is, and pretty much the dude is like a fucking Henry Cavill clone. Just he's smaller, like in stat and size wise. But it'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty good to see Scott Adkins play the Batman role, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. Give Scott Adkins the Batman role, right? But then again, who? All right, so I would want to introduce the Red Hood character because the Red Hood character's got a huge following, like huge following. So,
you got to get Nightwing before you get Red Hood.
Well, not necessarily, because if you introduce Damian Wayne, people that follow the comic books will know that you have Damian Wayne is like the third Robin. Let's see, you had Dick Grayson, you had Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and who's the other Robin? There was one more. I can't think of his name. But yeah, I would want to introduce the Jason Todd character, but who would you get to play it? Because honestly, I want Jensen Ackles to get signed on to play Ghost Rider in MCU. Which they're talking about bringing back Supernatural, which I am all for. And speaking about Supernatural, I'll tell you what, I still have not watched the end of season 15. Why?
Don't worry about it.
Because I'm not watching that.
The only reason they're talking about rebooting Supernatural is because that spinoff died. I mean, not died, but that shit was horrible.
I mean, well, that's because the main producer moved on to different stuff. Like he's making The Boys now, which is a damn good show.
Yeah, The Boys is a good show. Let's see. What's that new spinoff that we got?
University V or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that one.
So, did you watch the last season with Jensen Ackles and his Soldier Boy, right?
Yeah,
dude. What did you think of that? What did you think of that season? Because that was some of the wild, like that whole what's a clean way to put it. That whole scene where that guy exploded out of that guy. You know what I'm talking about?
There's so much blood in there. I know.
Yeah, that was some of the wildest shit I've ever seen on a TV show. I would love to see a new Night Stalker show. Night Stalker, that's Kolchak, right?
Yeah.
They
You guys
rebooted that
remember
back
Forever
in
Nights?
the mid 2000s.
Yeah, but that one was
Forever
trash
Nights.
though.
Why
Remember
does that sound so familiar?
Forever Night, Forever Night, Forever. It does. Forever Night.
Yeah, they
It
did
does.
like 2 seasons of it. It was a vampire that he was a detective kind of deal.
Did that come on like with La Femme Nikita?
I believe so. Hold on a second. Forever Night.
Damn,
I've actually got both seasons on DVD.
like damn, I'm taking it back. You guys remember La Femme Nikita? That used to come on at 11 o'clock at night after Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I'm taking it
Yeah,
back.
the good old days. The good old days when that show would start until Monday Night Raw went off. If Raw went an extra 20 minutes, that show wouldn't start till 11:20.
That's the way it should have been. You never. Oh, I used to burn the hell out of me when they used to have the what is it, U.S. Open on instead of Monday Night Raw. Like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, because there was no internet back then.
Yeah, what'd we do without the internet back then?
Actually played outside.
Yeah.
Made friends that weren't just online friends because the video games we had you couldn't play online.
If you wanted to play with your friends, they had to be sitting right next to you.
Yeah,
Waste a bunch of
Fucking
quarters down at the arcade.
and that's if your town had an arcade. Well, yeah,
When we were real young, our town had an arcade. It was pretty cool. But then, like the gaming systems and stuff came out, and that shut all that down. So I remember we used to go over to my friend. Used to go to my friend's house all the time, and like we would bring our system, and they would have their system set up. So we playing 2 different games, or we used to play the what was it, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and we had the robots like timed out so we could beat the damn level. We had it written down on a piece of paper, all the cheat codes. And when Fight Night came out, we used to take his TV out in front of his apartment and just hook it up outside, and just a whole group of people play Fight Night.
Oh, that's cool.
speaking of taking stuff outside, is it supposed to be warm tomorrow?
No.
Not even in the slightest.
If you consider like 42 degrees warm, then yes, it's gonna be warm.
Because I was thinking about getting some firewood and making a fire pit and using my projector finally and putting that shit on the side of the house and watching something.
Well, if you got a fire going, you could do that.
Yeah, a little fire pit.
Yep. Thinking about doing that tomorrow night. That might be pretty cool. I don't know what I'm gonna watch though, because you know me, I like the sci-fi, I like the found footage horror movies. I'm all about that shit. That's why Tubi is like one of the greatest things to me.
Oh man, I've been hooked on Tubi for the last 2 weeks, watching old crap. I have been hooked on Iron Chef at night. I don't know why. It is that Japanese stuff. Just I don't know what it does. It just captures my attention for some reason.
Yeah, when they brought it over to America, it just like they've ruined the show.
Well, they always do that in America because American writing sucks. Honestly, look at professional wrestling. Like you guys recycle the same story every 5 to 7 years. I have no damn imagination. That's why I say all like these production companies or whatnot that are having problems with like people liking their films and shit like that. You know what you do? You go out and you hire a bunch of comic book nerds to write your damn movie or something like that. Get the fans to do it.
People who stick to the story.
There's
Stop taking liberties with stuff.
Tons and tons and tons and tons of source material, and you guys are just picking and choosing everything. That's why nobody likes your shit.
Did I hear? I think I read something about Disney. The studios were going to be up for sale, and there's a conservative billionaire that's wanting to buy it.
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me. With all the
they've been hemorrhaging money.
Which they wouldn't be if they knew what the hell they were doing. I mean, they knew what they were doing for the first. What's up, Charlie Button? How you doing? They run more TV shows now, don't they? Yeah, they ruin every damn thing. No. Somebody said they ruined TV. They ruined most TV shows. Have you guys ever
It
watched
ruined Star Trek? Star Trek just absolutely it kills me to watch the new stuff of Star Trek. You're like, what the heck are they doing, man?
Have you guys ever watched Haven? I watched like 3 episodes of Haven. Yeah,
I like the original Stargate episodes.
Stargate.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a long time, man.
The original Stargate episodes were great.
You know what? That's what we need. Let's get a sequel to Stargate, not a remake, a sequel, where we find James Spader as like becoming an elite like person within that civilization, and he's going all like fucking Jim Jones on people.
You watched that series Upload on Netflix? Not Netflix. Where the hell is it? Shit. Upload is on Prime, where they have this digital heaven that they upload all these people to.
No, I'm gonna have to check that out.
They're in their 3rd season now, and it's getting kind of goofy. But the first 2 seasons, it was wow. Okay, it was interesting to watch.
Are you talking about Altered Carbon?
No, this is. I guess they kind of stole from Altered Carbon a little bit, but they upload to a digital heaven that if you're rich enough, you could be perpetually in heaven on a digital platform where you can actually communicate with the in real life people. Yeah, look it up, man. It's something.
I'll check it out. Bama said older shows in the late 80s were awesome. Bring back like Alf.
I actually watched some Alf a couple weeks ago.
Grimm was a pretty decent show. Miss Arlene and Stacy. I did watch a few episodes of that. That was all right.
A great show that they didn't give enough credit to or give enough seasons to was Fringe.
I think so too, because Fringe focused more on paranormal, parallel universes and stuff like that. I'll be back.
I think I've watched maybe 1 episode of Fringe. That's all.
Fringe was a great show. I would absolutely love for them to come back out with X-Files.
That'd be cool.
That little couple of episode teaser they gave us like 5 or 6 years ago. Eh.
Yeah, that would be awesome, especially with the new digital frontiers that they're doing with digital art and stuff. It would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Sean, I got a question for you. Have you seen the new trailer for the Ghostbusters movie that's going to be coming out soon?
I did not know there was a Ghostbuster movie coming out soon.
Yeah, you know how they redid Ghostbusters like a year or two ago?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Part 2 is coming out.
Ooh. That'd be cool. Yeah, I actually liked that last one.
The last one was great. You're not a true Ghostbusters fan if within that last, like, I want to say like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, you didn't get a little teary-eyed.
Oh, when
Egon showed up as the ghost.
Egon showed up right there at the end. Yeah, that's cool. That was real cool, man.
Well, the new one's supposed to be taking. Yep, the new one is supposed to be taking place back in New York City, and I guess they got a new baddie.
No, really?
It has something to do with ice.
That'd be cool. I will have to start scouring the interwebs to find out. See what's going on.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you right now, you could probably go right on YouTube. Boom, there you go. Ghostbusters trailers are going to be the first thing that pops at you. Because you remember that old 80s song, Cruel Summer?
Yeah.
That's how the trailer starts out, playing that song. So, like, people are hanging out on the beach. Went out there. I look like they might be in Coney Island, tell you the truth. It's got like the Ferris wheel and all that shit like that. Then a big like ice storm just comes in from the ocean. Now, from what I've seen, the director, he wanted to bring Vigo back. But I think he went in a complete different direction. Because like in the first one, they brought back Zool. I think he wanted to bring Vigo back, but they went totally different. Which I'm all for it. I'm all for Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be awesome, man. Wonder what Spectre will be the baddie. You said ice, maybe?
Yeah, dude, you gotta watch the trailer, man. Like, it's something to do with ice. Like I showed it last week, but I got 2 Tobin spirit guides, and I didn't see anything about an ice character.
Oh, Greg just sent me the trailer for the Frozen Empire. Oh man, this is first for me. Wow. All
right, so go ahead, watch it right now. It's only like might be like 2 minutes. I want to get your first take reaction to it right now.
I'll turn it down a little bit so it won't. Yeah, this won't get copywritten on this. Got the Coney Island thing going on there.
Yep.
Well, so far it's cool.
And it has the ageless man in it, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, there's the old hearse. Oh, they're bringing the kids back. That's cool.
Yep. Oh, and well, I'll let you finish watching. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd watch that. That looks pretty cool, man. Last thing you see is your tear ducts freezing. That's cool. Yeah, I'd watch that.
All right.
That
So
last little snippet of whatever that specter was at the end, it looked like that might be a interesting foe.
well, there's also speculation that you remember Oscar from Part 2?
Oscar, the baby Oscar.
The baby that, yep, he is now grown up and he's going to be in it also.
Oh, sweet.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. Man, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the Ghostbusters. Not the one where they spun it off and made a mockery of it, but I'll go back and watch the 1 and 2 for sure.
I wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
When they went back and did the crazy swapping of characters and
it looked like the Michael Schumacher Batman movie.
Ooh.
With Val Kilmer. How bright it was. No, that was the George Clooney one. I'm sorry. The George Clooney one where they had like Poison Ivy and Bane and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Freeze.
So, question, fellas. Right? So, you see they're rebooting the DCU, right? Who do you think would be a good Dr. Freeze?
Dr. Freeze. I don't know. That'd be a good one.
Food War animes. No, I haven't seen that. I have so all right, Bama. I'm gonna put a pin in that one. I'm gonna come back to that one. So we saw Kick-Ass, right? The first Kick-Ass movie.
Once.
All right. The McLovin character, the McLovin kid, the one who played like the Red Death or whatever the hell his name was, his dad, the bald-headed gangster. He was also in the Kingsman. I think he would be a pretty good Mr. Freeze. Let me. I'm gonna try to bring up a picture of him right now. Where is it? All right, here we go. So I'm gonna share this picture. This. I think this guy right here would be the perfect Mr. Freeze. This dude right here.
See what the crazy part is? They're gonna have two different Batmans going. They're gonna have Robert Pattinson's version, like the noir style, and then they're gonna be doing James Gunn's version.
Yeah, Skinny Batman never did a thing for me.
They're not connected.
I know they're not connected, but
well, my only contention.
Still got two Batman storylines going.
My main contention is, I think we've gotten enough. I think we've got enough live action Batman. You know what I mean? Like, there's way too many characters in DC that deserve I wouldn't say deserve, but that could be brought to light more so than Batman and Superman all the time. Because over the last
I like to see a Cyborg movie.
Yeah, that would be all right. Like the last 30, like the last 40 years, right? We touched on this like last week. There's been so many Superman movies, so many Batman movies. You've had a couple Flash movies now. Flash has had a TV show. shit like that. It's time to give some of these other
Numerous
characters,
Superman shows.
numerous Superman shows, a few Batman shows. Like I think it's time to give some of these other characters a bit of shine. Like you got the whole Bat family, which consists of Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and like four other dudes, Red Hood, and a bunch of other people. So stop feeding us. I know we all love Batman. We all love Batman, but enough is enough. Give us something new.
Yeah, if you're gonna give us another Batman, please give us Old Man Batman.
Yeah. What is it? Batman Beyond. Like, give us something like that. But make sure if you do Batman Beyond, make sure Michael Keaton plays Batman, plays old man Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
That's the only.
yeah.
That's the only way it'll work. That's the only way it should work. Now,
No, because you could bring back another Batman. You could bring back somebody else who played Batman.
who?
You're not gonna agree with me on this. You're not gonna agree. You could bring back George Clooney to play Old Man Batman. It might work.
He'd really have to have a padded suit for that.
Well, you know what? It wasn't his fault that his Batman variation was a shitty movie. That was the direction.
Well, because he doesn't really
He
need a
wasn't
padded
a
suit
bad
because
Batman. It was a bad movie.
he doesn't need a padded suit because if he's playing old man Bruce Wayne, the part of Batman is portrayed by Terry McGinnis, which is a younger person. So Bruce Wayne's just there as like
A mentor.
telling this dude, yeah, he's a mentor, telling this dude what to do. So George Clooney doesn't necessarily have to be in tip-top shape. I don't know. It's more believable having Keaton play the old man Batman because he looks like old man Bruce Wayne.
True.
Like with the thing, like you saw what he looked like in Spider-Man Homecoming when he played the Falcon. You saw what he looked like in
He's coming back to play the Falcon again.
And you saw, if you did see the that dumpster fire of a Flash movie, you saw what he looked like then too. And I'll stand
Most
by
people
it.
Most people only watch that movie for him as Batman. Let's be honest.
That shit was hot garbage. Garbage. I think the only good thing that came out of that movie there was Michael Keaton back as Batman, right? And the fact that the McFarlane toy line relaunched the 1989 Batmobile. You can buy it. It's like this big. Yeah, like that big. And you can buy that shit. So I think those are like the best things that came out of that movie. Because I watched it, I felt like I wasted a ton of time watching that shit. Like I still refuse to watch the Snyder cut of Justice League because Justice League was just trash. And besides, I don't have like 4 hours to dedicate to a damn movie.
No. What if you had Ben Affleck come back and play Old Man Batman?
No, I couldn't believe it. Ben Affleck was more believable. Ben Affleck reminded me of the animated series Batman. I know people will contend with like the costume was like the New 52 costume or something like that, but He definitely played more of it. He looked more like the animated series Batman to me.
I actually watched the Snyder Justice League cut today.
What did you think?
About the Snyder cut.
Yeah,
I actually liked it. I don't know what they did with the first release, but that was a totally different movie versus the one that they released the first time. Totally different.
what happened to Mon-El, Superboy's cousin? What the hell? Hold on. What the hell was that? I just heard something weird. You mean Alabama Batman? All right. Whatever happened to Mon-El, Superboy's cousin? I don't know. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm coming into my geekdom now as I'm closing in on 40. So, like this morning at work, for like the first like 2 hours, I sat there and watched like Red Hood, the origin story of Red Hood and shit like that. Then not yesterday, Thursday, we watched a few of the DC animated movies that are on that Max app. The DC animated universe is way better than their live action movie shit. I'll tell you that. He was in Mon-El. You know what? I'll look him up. Mon-El. Let's see what he looks like.
Dude, you know they're supposed to be coming out with a Wonder Man movie, right?
Yeah.
Wonder Man.
Yeah, Wonder Man. Yeah, he's a superhero, right? But he's an actor also. Like, he's a really vain actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, we used to have an actual comic book shop. And I bought this one comic book where it had like a whole bunch of like Marvel characters, like depicted and like drawn out. And it was him like standing there like basically making an arm curl, but he was holding an Oscar in between like his fingertip and his muscle and his bicep. Like there was some
I'm gonna have to look that
in
one up.
there.
All right, so this is Mon-El.
Oh yeah, I remember the comic books of Wonder Man, but
So this is this is Superboy's cousin. All right. So
Well, when they redo Superman, they're supposed to be starting from Superman at a young age. Well, like,
are they going to monkey with the origin story of where he, left Krypton and was deposited on Earth?
Probably.
No, they were. I don't think they did. They say they were doing an origin story with this one. Yeah. So this is Wonder Man. Trying to find. They had. I know they had the picture of him with that damn Oscar on his arm. Yeah. But
like that was such a great comic book. And me being an idiot at the time, you know what I did? I ripped every page out that I liked and I thumbtacked it,
hung them on the wall
to my wall.
Damn, where's that picture at? You know what? Let's see. I might be able to specifically. Oh, there it is. That's the
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be an actor.
Supposed to be an actor with superpowers, or that's his
Yeah.
superpower acting?
No. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be an actor with superpowers. Like apparently he's part of a. Apparently there's a thing in Hollywood where a bunch of actors do have superpowers and shit, and he's a very vain actor. Kind of like a superpowered. Su- I guess he's an anti-hero, kind of like an anti-hero Johnny Cage with super abilities.
Anti-hero hero.
Yeah, some shit like that. Whatever comic book double speak they use nowadays. I wonder who they would cast as Wonder Man too. She said he has.
Well, I
also
know the kid that was in Walking Dead. He's supposed to be playing a Marvel character now. They just announced that.
So Wonder Man, is he gender neutral or fluid? Listen, I'm not touching that one G music. It's a comic book character. Yeah, he was with the West Coast Avengers.
West Coast Avengers.
Chuck Pointer said they killed off Wonder Man in the Avengers cartoon pretty quickly. Plus, another comic book series that I started, I was listening. I watched them do a review on was the DC and Kilobos comic book, where all the DC universe gets infected with like a techno virus and shit, and everybody, like the superheroes and shit, start turning into zombies and killing everybody. That's a wild story, and it's all supervillains that are like saving the day because the
I heard about that.
because the superheroes don't have the gall to like do what they need to do to survive, like killing people. Like it's pretty interesting storyline. It starts off with Deathstroke. He gets attacked, but as a he's superhuman, meaning like he had some sort. He's like the equivalent of fucking Captain America, same type of shit. But his shit causes he gets bit and transformed, but then his mutation or whatever you want to call it causes the virus to regenerate and leave his system or whatnot. So he ends up being immune to it. A few of the villains and anti-heroes become immune. It's a pretty interesting story.
Still probably not as good as Deadpool kills Marvel, but wait, I got an observation. Have you noticed that Stan Lee has died and stopped making appearances in Marvel movies that they have went into the shitter?
Yes. Yes,
All right,
I was actually thinking that the other day. Believe it or not.
All right, I just want to make sure I wasn't the only one that's seen that.
I wonder if he had his finger on the pulse as long as he could before he died, and then they just went that woke stuff.
Dude, he was probably running that. He was probably running Marvel like Vince McMahon ran WWE. Just
with
nicer.
that, I hear you, but that's the killer of any fucking idea. I hear you, but yeah, they went woke. So that agenda is just ruining everything for everybody, honestly. Chica, that's an epic movie. Right now I'm watching Empire of the Ants. What the hell is Empire of the Ants? Is it like Lord of the Flies? Because Lord of the Flies is a good movie. Bass, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, I'm saying something. Sorry.
It's old. It's older. Oh. Miss Lorna, what's up? If I didn't say hi to you, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's literally. Well, yeah. Let me get that up. Get that off of there. Well, hell yeah. This unkillable. Back to the unkillable story. I might buy those comic books. I think it was called Unkillables. Yeah, they got like a whole. Yeah, like check out this. Check out this picture of Wonder Woman. Like these are the people that survived survived shit. Solomon Grundy, forgot what her name is. That's Captain Cold. I think she's an Al Ghul. Deathstroke, Deadshot, Bane. Yeah, so like, yeah, I think I might have to hit a comic book shop pretty soon.
We could have bought a bunch of comics when we were at Comic Con. There was just too many people.
Yeah, too many people. The truth. I want them to make the Last Starfighter too. Did you ever see that? The Last Starfighter. The Last Starfighter, wasn't that the movie from the '80s with that little kid who was came across that like alien AI craft or whatever it was? Wasn't that it?
No, it's a dude that was in the trailer court, and he was obsessed with this video game at the Starbright Cafe or whatever it was.
So what the hell movie? Do you know what movie I'm talking about? What the hell was it?
I'd like to see Unbreakable, like, part 3 or whatever.
Well, the M Night Shyamalan joint.
There was Unbreakable. The Mr. Glass was part 2. Then there was one with
Split.
What's the guy's name?
Split was part James McAvoy.
3.
So it was Unbreakable, then Split, and then Mr. Glass, I think.
I thought Mr. Glass came second. Then it was Split.
Well, I like that
No,
series. That was good. That was cool.
I don't think Split was part of that. I think it was a different movie. Because Split is the one where you had damn girls in the basement, in the lockers. Wasn't me. That was Susan. McAvoy. No, that's
James McAvoy.
Yeah,
the guy who played the man who played Professor Xavier in the Fox X-Men movies.
Which he's rumored to come back and play Professor X in Deadpool 3. Dude, with all these cameos, that movie better be like 3 hours long.
It'll probably be like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Then again, they might give it a 2.5 hour time limit because it's Deadpool's initial foray into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they might give it that time as like a big how do.
And then they'll be sitting on a director's cut for release after
Yep.
the cinematic release.
What happened to the good old days when you could get a director's cut on the damn DVD?
Now they want you to buy all the extras.
Not like I'm being serious. That movie better be like 3 hours long. Unless people are just coming in and getting whacked.
Honestly, I don't think
like he's flying through the multiverse with the damn sword, just stabbing people and shooting them.
I don't think people have the attention span to sit down and watch a 3-hour movie.
I do. Because it would be the people that we were with at Comic-Con.
Yeah, this is true. But
and then you will have casual people who just like the character Deadpool to just watch the movie.
Yeah. I'm still up in the air about this new Deadpool movie, only because they ruined a huge surprise. They need to stop doing this shit in Hollywood. They ruined the surprise about Hugh Jackman's costume. Like, yo, yes.
Well, those were leaked photos.
It doesn't matter. Control your set. Take it back to the days like when Wes Craven was making Scream, and the only time you knew your lines or whatever was going on was the day you arrived and you got a black envelope handed to you. Do that type of shit. I guarantee you your movie comes out way better.
You can't do that nowadays.
And you won't be hiding anything like that.
You can't do that nowadays. Most of these guys try to be method actors.
Like I didn't need to see Hugh Jackman in that Wolverine costume already. You say it's comic book accurate. I don't think so. I mean, it's close, but it's not accurate. I didn't need to see that. You ruined it. Now you're busy piling. It's like you're piling shit on top of shit on top of shit by adding all these characters into it. We see what you're getting at, but how are you gonna execute all this shit? What is every one of these characters gonna have like a minute worth of screen time? I don't know, where Deadpool just walks up and off.
If so be it. If Deadpool walks into a room and they're standing there and he lets go of that desert, so have it.
There's
Look at what he was doing at the end of Deadpool 2.
Just correcting the timeline.
Yeah.
I like him to redo Hellboy.
They're talking about redoing it again.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Ron Perlman wants to do another Hellboy before he can't do it anymore. So this one would be, it wouldn't be following David Harbour. It would be right after his, taking place right after the Golden Army.
I think that's Golden Army. That was a little too cheesy.
The first one was great with Rasputin.
Yeah, the Golden, well, the Golden Army one was better than the David Harbour one, I'll tell you that. That David I was not a fan of that David Harbour fucking Hellboy movie. It was kind of trash. Plus the CG in that shit was garbage. What they did with what's his name? The Ian dude. The guy that played his dad. How they had him like some oozy, vapey, like I don't know what the hell they tried to do with that. That was actually disturbing to look at.
Oh, when he was after he died. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
and it came out of the girl's mouth and shit. That was oh, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, that was a little cheesy.
I mean, the scene where he was off in those giants, that was interesting though.
Yeah, that was grotesque. Yeah, I like that one.
So you guys are talking about Dogman in the chat. Did you know they made a movie called Dogman?
I knew there was a
Dogman.
cartoon named Dogman.
It was called Dogman, and then Dogman 2, The Litter, or some shit like that.
Yeah, Wrath of the Litter.
Yeah, Wrath of the Litter.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. I can't think of the show this guy was in. But yeah, they came out with these movies are from, I say, the mid 2010s when they came out. And if you got like an hour and a half to kill and you want to watch some like a B horror movie with like some kind of really bad costumes,
Shit, man, I'm still waiting for Dog Soldiers 2.
So, Stacy, what did you think about that? That was the Wolfman, right? That's the Benicio del Toro one. What did you think about that one? Because I still have, I saw it pop up on Netflix yesterday also, but I didn't watch it. I think they need to redo the whole. They need to start that whole the Universal Monsters universe. I mean, like legit restart it because it was killed off before it even started with that whole Tom Cruise mummy movie, which I'm not gonna complain about it. It was watchable to me. It just the shit was just Mission Impossible with mummies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
all I want.
interesting. It was
Yep.
interesting.
But that shit was hey, what's up, Vamp? How you doing? But yeah, that shit was just Mission Impossible with with mummies. So I would definitely like to see a reboot of the Universal monster movies because Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy, Wolfman, which with Benicio del Toro's movie was pretty good. Get a Frankenstein movie in there.
Well, Newcastle was
Flash
doing that.
Gordon. Flash Gordon. Redo that one.
Yeah, well, Newcastle was doing that when they went and did that damn Tom Cruise mummy movie. That ruined everything.
Because the casting of Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I would have liked to have definitely seen more of that.
That's like, oh damn! There was a movie I just seen recently that's going to be getting written. And the guy who wrote the script for 300, and there was another movie he's supposed to be writing. Wow, what movie was it?
Man, I gotta go watch 300 now. Again. I would like to see part 2 for V for Vendetta, but I don't know how they would do that, or would they remake it?
They would probably have to remake that one because there really wasn't any space for a sequel at the end of that.
Yeah, they've written off the character right at the end. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, the new Batman movie. They're calling it Batman the Brave. Is that all
The
right?
Brave and the Bold or
It's
some shit like
supposed to
that.
be the Brave and the Bold. Script to be written by Gladiator writer, the person who wrote Gladiator.
Bama. That's Hulu is where I watch. I watch Initial D on Hulu. For all you guys who don't know what Initial D is, Initial D is a anime about drifting. Pretty damn good too.
Which they're coming out with a live action starring the dude who played Han in
Drifting.
Fast and Furious.
No, I
Well,
don't.
he's
I
directing
don't.
it.
Yeah, he's producing and directing it. I don't know if he's gonna have any screen time in it because the last live action Initial D was like again garbage. So same thing as the.
All right,
I was,
now
I
I
was,
have a
I
casting
was,
for you.
I was just about to talk about fucking Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball movie. That shit was.
Don't even.
That
That's not
Dragon
even
Ball.
worth the
That
mention.
Dragon Ball movie was worse than Super Mario.
I would have rather have them come out with a full anime movie than a live action. But here, I got a casting for you. Marvel's Fantastic Four reportedly eyeing Javier Bardem as for Galactus.
Yep.
Ooh.
Now, anybody who doesn't know Javier Bardem, that he is the bad guy from No Country for Old Men.
Didn't he play a Bond villain too?
I'm not sure.
I think he did play a Bond villain. Not recent, but like in one of those movies. I think it was not Quantum of Solace, the one before that. Part of the Mummy with Brandon Fraser. Listen, Miss Stacey, Brandon Fraser said, "Yo, he is down for another Mummy movie."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought
Yeah,
he
Oh
was.
yeah, dude, he was critically acclaimed for that movie he just came out with, The Whale. Did he win an award for that?
I think
yes,
he
he
did.
did. But yeah, he said he is down to do another Mummy movie. I mean, it's not going. He ain't going to be doing the same hopping and jumping and leaping around like he did in the last ones. But
No, he's too injured for that.
I think too injured, a little too round about the midsection. So I don't know. BF said, "Call me."
Well, you could have him do like an Indiana Jones type deal where like Sean Connery was his pops. You could play the pops.
Recall 1930, The Black Cat. You know what movie I'd like to see an updated version? The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. You ever see that movie? Where they document that shit? That was a crazy, crazy, crazy film. And I would do it in the same style like how they did it back then.
Or they could redo The Crow. That would be nice. Who would they cast for the lead role?
Oh, they already
redoing it. Yeah, they redid that. It's going to be releasing sometime soon. They got the dude Bill Skarsgård who played Pennywise. He's playing the Crow.
Really?
Yeah, he's playing What the hell was that character's name? Craven, right? No, Raven.
I don't know. I just call him the Crow. Whatever. When you say the Crow, people automatically know what you're talking about.
Eric Draven, I think his name was.
Eric Draven. Yeah, that's it.
Did you watch Peaky Blinders?
Great show.
No, I haven't.
I'll be honest. I'm more into like science fiction and scare, like shit like that, like within like TV shows, like that show, the Flight List or whatever it was. All into that. Or you take
The
it back
what?
a few years. That Flight List show where the plane disappears and everybody comes back with like superpowers or some shit like that.
All right.
It was a show from a couple of years ago. I think it might still be out. I don't know. But like that, take it back on you. That show Helix, which
The original season was great. They went off the rails with that shit, man.
They completely destroyed that show in the second season. Complete sabotage. For any of you guys that want to go watch the first season of Helix.
And like Shawn said before, I would love for them to bring back V for Vendetta. That reboot that they did was great. But then the show got canceled.
Did they ever say why they canceled that?
Not sure. It only ran for like 2.5 seasons.
Or why they canceled the event.
The
Remember
event
that
was
show?
another good show.
I never watched the event. I'd like to see V. Remember that miniseries V back in the 80s? I'd like to see that redone.
Well, yeah, they redid that around in like 2008, 2009, 2010. They rebooted that. They had like a season and a half, maybe 2 seasons worth.
Yeah. That was good.
Oh yeah, had what's her name off of crap, I can't remember her name now.
The girlfriend off of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Can't think of her.
She was like the high lizard.
She was also in she played Gordon's girlfriend in Gotham. I think it was girlfriend or fiance or whatever she was. She played the city coroner.
Yep. Yeah, Vamp, look it up. They came out. They rebooted not V for Vendetta.
The show V. It's just called V.
The show V. But V, yeah, she's so much. Sorry about that. She's talking about V for Vendetta. You can't really reboot that. Like some movies you just can't touch, and that's like one of them. That was a great movie.
There's really like I said, there's really no way to reboot. Well, you could reboot it, but you can't make a sequel out of it.
Well, look how horrible Total Recall was with Colin Farrell.
But just some stuff. Well, yeah, that was fucking trash.
All right, well, hear me out on this. What if they rebooted The Running Man?
The Running Man with John Cena.
I wouldn't necessarily put John Cena. I would maybe go with the guy that plays Reacher.
Alan Richter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because John Cena's starting to get too oversaturated right now.
Has anybody seen that John Cena Jackie Chan movie?
No.
It came out already, or I'm just seeing little snippets from it.
I think it has come out already. It's supposed to be John Cena and Jackie Chan in like an espionage movie or some shit, like a buddy comedy espionage movie. Which I thought Jackie Chan was done making movies after he did The Foreigner, which was a really good movie. If you guys haven't seen it, Foreigner with Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan.
I wonder if you could make a real life version of the Thundercats.
That was supposed to come out in the late 80s, but it got scrapped. Oh, I got one for you. Hold on. I just seen this a few hours ago, and I just posted it.
What?
Hear me out on this. He-Man and his cohorts may get a new lease on life after the live-action Masters of the Universe was scrapped by Netflix. They're thinking about making it into a live-action movie.
Who? All right. So who you casting as He-Man though?
Let's just see if the movie's gonna get made first, because I'm pretty sure the woke culture won't like that.
Of course they don't like. They don't like themselves. Fuck, they're gonna like He-Man. Like seriously.
Now, all right. So, bring this up. We brought it up with Chaos last week. Shanji, you remember the movies Highlander?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They are rebooting it.
Okay.
And guess who's the main character? Henry Cavill, Superman.
Oh,
Mr. Fuller, that's messed up.
that may have potential. I'd definitely watch it. So is he going to be the Highlander?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. Can we get a live action Ninja Turtles movie?
Didn't they do that already? Sort of?
No. It was like CGI and live action. I'm talking about guys in suits.
Like in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, hell, just get to one of these AI programs and say, hey, write this and produce this and let's watch it. See what it comes up with.
That's cheating. That's just my opinion.
Hell, it's probably what way Hollywood's been writing in the last little bit anyway.
Oh, I believe it. You know how many writers probably have AI stories stashed in their vault right now because of this whole.
Listen, I don't think they have been writing. I don't think they have been writing. That's the problem why they're trying to reboot everything. Hollywood lost their originality. They lost their will to entertain people.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yes.
All right. Whatever you say, Captain.
Think about it, man. Like, there's no originality in Hollywood no more. Everything's reboot. Like some of the latest new stuff that has come out that has been very good is the Nun, Annabelle, like that's good stuff. Like
The Purge.
The Purge was good. The first one, I'm not too sure about the next two.
Oh, what, like the Forever Purge or whatever that show was called?
Purge Judgment Day or Purge the third one where they tried to kill the damn president or something like that, or like some higher up. And the guy that played Crossbones in Marvel, he was like the lead hero.
Yeah,
it was the Purge State of the Union. That's what it was.
Frank Grillo is his name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been some originality coming out of Hollywood. I mean, that whole VHS series, I like that series, even though it's creepy as shit.
But that was, think about it, that was almost 10 years ago, if not longer.
Hell, man, they just came out with a new VHS movie.
Reboot the Friday the 13th series. That'd be
No,
cool.
no, leave it
They
alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just like leave alone Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's being done too much. I mean, but apparently Bloomhouse wants to do Friday the 13th, which that might be all right. But like again, look, we're being saturated. We got like Batman, Superman, and horror genre. What do we keep getting? Friday 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween movies. Like the last time they tried to do a Freddy Krueger movie, it was crap.
Oh, I didn't even
well,
know
what's
they
the guy's name
tried to
from?
redo that.
Oh, it's who played that character? What's that guy's name that played the new Freddy?
The damn hippie from Semi Pro.
Yeah, you ever see Semi Pro?
Nope.
Or the new RoboCop movie with Joel Kinnaman.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
The guy, the little
Who hated
short,
RoboCop?
Yeah, the little short dickhead guy who hated RoboCop. That's who played Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's the guy? I keep forgetting the guy's name that was one of the main character from Final Destination.
Devin Sawa.
Yep. He said if they reboot Nightmare on Elm Street, he wants to play Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, but Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself, said he wants Kevin Bacon to play him.
Reboot the Guyver movies. Oh yeah, Guyver.
Yes.
Oh, you get a big hell yeah with that.
Didn't they redo Pet Sematary? Yes,
Think about the original Guyver. The
Go ahead.
original Guyver movie was like basically an HBO production.
Yeah. Didn't they redo Pet Sematary? Yes, they redid Pet Sematary, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think it released yet. It may have. They just did the sequel.
Yeah, I saw something about that the other day about it. I was like, really? Oh, okay.
Michael Hearn, whatever his last name is, to play He-Man. Possibly, but can he act?
Who the hell is Michael Hurd?
He's that blonde dude that's Mad Diesel. You ever see the video of the muscle-bound dude falling off the stage?
No.
Or yeah, he's just some really big ass dude. I'll tell you what, if you
some dude with out of the gym that's been pumping iron forever.
I'll tell you what, if he would be the equivalent, like his physique is the equivalent of the comic book version of Captain America.
Ooh.
Yeah, like he's huge. Battleship.
I still have no idea what you're talking about, bro.
You know who I'm talking about.
I want, and I'll keep saying this, I want a Wraith reboot.
You know what? Mischievous says. Yeah, no. You know what? Redo Hot Shots.
No.
Why not? Or Major League.
I don't know, man. The original Major Leagues was good, man. The commentator when he starts drinking, what's his name? Bob Euchre.
Street Fighter.
Yes.
So
They did Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was successful. Bring us a Street Fighter.
So Vamp, I've been going back and forth. Let me put it up on the screen. I've been going back and forth about this Street Fighter and who to cast in said Street Fighter. And I got my number one pick for Guile is the dude from Reacher, Alan Rickson. That's my number one pick for Guile. And Bison, the bad guy from, what the hell is his name? The bad guy from No Country for Old Men. I can't think of his name again. We just said his name. Help me out here. What's his name?
Hold on, I have myself on mute. Shit, I forgot his name already too. But that's the guy they want to play Galactus. Hold on. Say right now, bada bing, bada boom.
Like have him play General
Javier Bardem.
Yep, have him M. Bison, Chun-Li, right? Now Chun-Li, if you go and watch John Wick 4, yes, John Wick 4, in the beginning of the movie, the daughter, that's Chun-Li right there. All right. I'm still debating Ken and Ryu. Haven't figured those out. But yeah, I've been working out these castings. Hell, a few weeks ago I even shared I think somebody it was either Boss Logic or somebody did a CGI iteration of certain people as like the Street Fighter characters. Like they had Joel Kinnaman, the guy who played RoboCop, as William Guile. That shit wasn't believable. But
they had freaking Will Smith as Saget.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
And
John Cena and Bison.
Yeah, the one that was most believable was the John Cena picture as in Bison. That one I was like, what? So I would humor the idea of John Cena being cast as M. Bison. I mean, he's got the size for it. He's got the build. I don't think he's really played any villains in any movies or things yet, has he? So that would be a good foray. I can't pronounce. Fucking 12 o'clock at night, I can't pronounce shit.
Oh.
But that would be a good way for him to show that he could be a villain too. No, wait a minute. He was a villain in wasn't he a villain in that
Fast
damn
9?
Fast
9. Or was it Fast 8? No, Fast 9.
Whatever it was.
And dude, you can't remake Scarface because that movie's a classic.
Who wants to remake Scarface?
Nah, dude, he said remake Scarface.
Which Scarface?
Why would you want to remake it?
Scarface.
That's like saying that's like you want to redo the Usual Suspects.
Listen, Scarface,
or the Goodfellas.
Scarface, the Al Pacino movie. Hold on, is actually a remake itself.
This is true.
From a movie in the 1930s 1920s or 1930s, black and white gangster movie called Scarface, about a person trying to same story as Scarface, Al Pacino, just change it to the Italian mob. Those Al Pacino's Scarface was actually the remake. The Longest Yard.
They're supposed to be remaking that too.
Again.
Yes. I just seen something about that like 2 or 3 days ago. They're supposed to be remaking that.
Nah. You know what I want? You know what I want? I want another Dukes of Hazzard movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
But
Another Dukes of Hazzard movie starring Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott. Hell yeah.
Johnny
I want a good Jeepers Creepers movie.
You know,
that'd be cool.
You know, Johnny Knoxville said he lately he's been getting mistaken for Jamie Lee Curtis because they pretty much look the same with the fucking gray hair and everything like that, gray haircut. Yeah. Like, damn, then Johnny, it's time for you to change up your style, then, homie.
I want a good Jeepers Creepers reboot. Because the Creeper is one of the only recent monster villains in recent history that has jumped up onto the pantheon of great monster movies, of great movie monsters, I mean. Like, think about it. How creepy was that first Jeepers Creepers? Which the beginning scene in that movie is based on a true story. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like the truck chasing them down and whatnot, and they drive by and see him dumping a body into like a well by a church. That really happened. That was on Unsolved Mysteries, and that took place down in Florida.
That's crazy.
It's just that opening scene, though. Or in part 2, where he's freaking leaning over the bus, pointing people out, giving them the gun in the.
I like the fact that the Creeper, they never gave an origin of the Creeper and how it came to be. I think that works, but they just totally shit all over the idea with that part 3, whatever, Reborn or whatever hell it was.
Yeah,
they just pooped all over the idea with that.
Oh, and they approved a new Prey movie. So Prey is getting a part 2, and I think they're leaning towards the feudal Japan with like the samurais and stuff.
That'd be cool.
Which everybody's been saying since the first Prey movie came out.
I still want to see an Old Man Dutch movie. But that's what we're talking about. Stuff we talked about last week.
Who would be a good actor for another Walking Tall revamp?
Why? Isn't Walking Tall already like?
That would be his third version of it.
Yeah.
A good actor for Walking Tall revamp.
All right. How about we discuss making books into movies? Getting tired of remakes and reboots and all that stuff.
Books into movies. I haven't read a good book in a long while.
I got one for you. It's a Robin Cook book. Robin Cook book. But the title of the book was called Abduction, right? And the storyline of that book is that a group of deep sea explorers, I guess you would call them, they take their submarine down into this underwater volcano, and they find out that this underwater volcano is hollow, and they get trapped and they get sucked down there, and they end up meeting this civilization under the ocean, and they're humans. They're like, these people look human and everything like that, and they treat them well and stuff and everything, and they do. The humans that are brought down there in the submersible end up doing some foul shit and try to escape. And when they escape, the people that were down in the city, they was like, all right, you guys want to leave? Fine, you can leave, but this is what's gonna happen. And they sent their ass back in time to like I think it was like the 1600s or like 1700s. Like, it's a really trippy story. If you can find it, read it. It's called Abduction by Robin Cook. That would make a really good book, a really good movie.
When are they gonna make Mountains of Madness? Or what's
At the Mountains of Madness.
Yeah.
I don't know. That needs to be made though.
We need something with Cthulhu in it also.
Well, we got Underwater a couple of years ago.
Not the same though.
Dude, that's a Cthulhu movie. They just don't outright say Cthulhu.
I guess.
I think it would be fun if they made a movie on the real Antarctica. You know, I got a movie that they could make about Antarctica. You got now. We go. Now this is getting in a little bit of conspiracy hoopla, but it would make it a conspiracy story. But it would make it a good movie about the secret British war in Antarctica. You can go look this up. Apparently, now the story went that the group of soldiers were sent down to Antarctica to investigate Otzi activity in one section of the South Pole, and they get down there. They get briefed, and they hear a radio broadcast about a soldier down there talking about the polar men had found him, and like they could hear like an attack happen where it's screaming and shit like that. They get down there, and a polar man comes running out of one of the doors after it kills somebody, and then they find like a huge Nazi base underneath the ice and blow it up and shit like that. That would make a great movie. Great movie.
No,
I would watch
would.
it. I would watch it. I'd watch it twice. Like,
when's that one movie coming out where it takes place in World War II where they're fighting the werewolves? That's supposed to be coming out.
I know. What the hell was that? That's not. I think they put the postpone on that. That's not going to come out until next year. I forgot the exact name of it. But yeah, there's a World War II movie, a World War II werewolf movie coming out.
Ooh, that sounds good.
When did that happen? All right, so Mr. Jordan, it happened at the end of World War II. That story. Type in Operation Terrabin, TRARIBIN, Project Terrabin, or Terrabin, yeah, something like that, and it'll come right up. I mean, Jim Marrs even put that in one of his books. It was called Above Top Secret. Yo, what's up, Mark D? How you doing, dude?
Well, fellas, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I'm getting
I think we're about to we're about to shut it down, and we're going for 2.5 hours. But I want to thank Mr. Shawn Graham for joining us on episode 3 of The Late Show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, happy birthday, Scorpion. We're gonna come back next week with another guest. I got a person in mind. It's gonna be pretty interesting if we can get this person on. So once again, guys, thank you for joining us on the show. Remember to hit that like button on the way out. And that's all I got. Bash, Shawn, you guys got anything?
Thanks for inviting me on, man.
Oh, definitely. Anytime, brother. Anytime. All right, guys. You guys take it easy.
Next time we'll talk about like new footage that has come out, because I know there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Next episode we might actually do some paranormal stuff. All right, guys. So see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.